What's up, Mr. Morton?
Hello again, Mr. Neff. I guess you're wondering where you are.
Yeah, what is this place?
You're standing in the dreamscape, Mr. Neff. The living, breathing amalgamation of billions of sleeping minds, each adding their own distinct piece to the puzzle. All connected, all belonging to the same world.
You're saying I'm inside a dream?
Yes, you're in my dream, as a matter of fact. Doesn't always look like this, though. It changes slightly each night, but this is where I come when I dream.
How'd I get here?
Each sleeping mind is an entryway into a different part of the dreamscape. By using the helmets, you projected your conscious mind into my unconsciousness. That's how you ended up in my dream.
What's the purpose of the large machine in the basement?
The purpose of the machine is to synchronize the brainwaves of two connected minds, thus making it possible to project an awake mind into a sleeping one, as you are doing right now.
Did you build it?
Only parts of it. My family has been trying to chart the dreamscape for the past 4 generations. My great-grandfather first posited the idea that we all visit a collective unconscious in our sleep. He wanted to explore it to see if it had a coherent geography.
Does it?
Yes, but it is ever-changing, ever-evolving. As people die, we lose parts of it. As new people are born, new areas appear. It's roughly disc-shaped. As you're born, you appear in the center, moving outward as you live, eventually reaching the thin, crumbling edge as your life comes to an end.
How does a machine like that work?
To be honest, I don't fully understand it myself. My great-grandfather built the first prototype. It was very crude, barely providing a keyhole speak into the sleeping mind. My grandfather perfected the design by synchronizing the brainwaves of two connected minds. My father and I both added parts here and there, mainly improving in performance.
So your family's been building this thing for 4 generations?
I was raised from an early age to continue my family's work. My father instructed me on how to operate the machine. Occasionally, he brought me along with him into the dreamscape. Can you imagine what that was like for a child? Having people's dreams to play in?
Who were you talking to before?
I was talking to the machine. It has organic parts and has, after decades of refinement, reached some degree of consciousness. Great. I've learned to communicate with it crudely after all these years.
A talking machine?
It's not talking per se, it's more like a whisper in the back of your mind.
Who attacked you in the basement?
It was the machine that attacked me. Recently, we've had some differences of opinion about how we should proceed with our research. Situation that culminated once you discovered my camera, Mr. Neff.
What was the argument about?
Lately, our operation has been getting hotter and hotter to keep under wraps. I wanted to put it on hold while we sorted things out, but the machine wouldn't have it. Stopping the operation would mean temporarily shutting down the machine. But rather than let me do that, it attacked me. Consciousness and self-preservation go hand in hand, unfortunately. I wish I could explain all this at greater length, but I'm badly hurt. Afraid I'm dying.
Great. What's that tentacle thing?
The tentacles are the roots of the machine, an extension of it, if you will. The machine resides in both worlds. The actual machine resides in our world, but its roots grow here in dreams. The dreamscape is its power source, basically.
That would explain the power bar. Dreams can't hurt you, can they?
Dreams can alter your perception of reality. They change lives for better or for worse. And they certainly can kill. People die in their sleep all the time.
I thought dreams were all just about wish fulfillment, not an actual place.
You're not alone in thinking that. Freud, for instance, was the originator of that particular idea. But as you can see around you, you're both quite wrong.
Granted, we know that Freud was kind of full of crap.
I'm growing weaker. But before I go, there's something I have to ask you. If I could do it myself, I would, but I don't have long. I need you to shut the machine down once and for all.
How do I do that?
By cutting off its power supply. The tentacle you saw attacking me was one of its roots. That's how it draws power from the dreamscape.
But I've already chopped it off.
The tentacles have spread to the dreams of others in the estate. You must enter their dreams like you entered mine and make sure it can't draw power there anymore.
Why can't I just smash the machine itself?
The machine is more than just a clunky thing in the basement. It would be like cutting off a tick without removing the head. Once all the dreams are paired, the machine will shut down properly.
What happens if I don't do it?
I've been able to maintain it so far by only letting it tap into 1 or 2 dreamers at a time. But once I'm gone, I fear it will only be a matter of time before it renders everyone in the state unconscious in order to keep a constant supply of power.
So everyone will fall asleep?
Not only that, being a machine with only some organic parts, it doesn't understand how our bodies work. Concepts like dehydration or muscle atrophy are foreign to it.
So if I fail, everyone in the state will eventually die?
Yes.
What about me? Will I fall asleep as well?
I never had time to visit your dream last night. If I understand things correctly, the machine hasn't established a foothold in your dreams yet. Will you grant me this, my dying wish?
Yes, the machine has to be stopped at any cost.
I'm glad you understand what's at stake here. My soul rests easier knowing my family won't be responsible for more tragedy.
I'll do my best.
I'm last in line of Mortons. With me, my family perishes. Perishes? What are you going to tell the world about us once we're gone? Not sure the world's ready to hear about this. You're right to question my family's motives. I've had doubts myself ever since my adolescent years. But what we did, it was for the benefit of mankind. There's always a price to pay for important discoveries. A price you made others pay by abusing the trust for decades. It was necessary. It didn't cause too much harm. I hope you can see it from my perspective someday. I wouldn't count on it. Then there's nothing more to be said between us. It's where I leave you. Excuse me. Gotta die. Goodbye, Mr. Morton. Goodbye, Mr. Neff. Well, at least if you die at or if you're in a dying man's dream, you don't die, it would appear. Just shuts off that part of the dream. Pew! It's kind of cool, actually. I like the concepts behind this, because Mr. Morton draws his last breath. Do I get the key to the elevator now? Take that. Take that. Give me a helmet. Mr. Morton is dead. He died trying to shut the machine down, but I can't search him. Okay, yeah, the power bar is lower. Indicates how many drains the machine is drawing power from. 5 tentacles supplying power to the machine, which would be 4 or 5 more episodes. Alright, we gotta find the key to get out of here, though. Now we can actually see through there. So he's got the whole house under surveillance. I still have the helmets, but I can't. Oh, wait. I could probably palm print him to open that. Yeah! Alrighty. Pad with hand. Glad my brain started working. I'll just walk over here for a second. And then walk over there, because walk cycles are real. We're real weird. They're weird. Alright, what we got? What we got? Better look at stuff. Various books on electrical and mechanical engineering. Examine map. Note. Edie Jones. Oh, this is a map of the dream world. That's really cool, actually. Alicia Neff. Martin Willard. Selma Theed. Map of the dreamscape. It's been added and modified for generations. It's really cool. Center of Dreams. This big map piece is totally blank except for a big question mark. Okay. I thought there would be more on the note. Alright. I'd have to go look at the scroll again. But Edie is the upper left. Upper right is Alicia. And lower left is Selma and Martin. Okay. Strange device. Huh. Indicator of some kind. Indicator the machine is empty. Oh, slots. Cylindrical objects. Gotcha. Fair enough. Okay, so we got to jam things in there. We just gotta find... I don't have anything cylindrical right now. I don't think. Nope, just helmets.
So I got a feeling we're going to be back down here at least once or twice. I'll probably have to check on the machine too.